What's happening, Achievers? Ajit Sidhu here from Invincible Achievers. Have you ever noticed whenever you try to do something new, it's really tough and you get to this wall where you think, shall I continue or shall I just give it up? So, how come some people are so good at doing something? Are they naturally born with this talent? It's not natural. No one's actually naturally born with certain talents. They might be good at something physically when they're young. They've probably been introduced to sports, for instance, or reading. But the truth is, all they're being introduced to at a young age is a pattern recognition. It's a pattern. And as children, they are very good at recognizing patterns. We are very good at recognizing patterns, but we've forgotten how to recognize patterns. What is pattern recognition? Pattern recognition is one of the most important tools as achievers, as entrepreneurs, as business people, parents, as humans. We must learn. We must remember the pattern recognition that we go through. Anything we learn, anything we've learnt has been through a series of recognizing a pattern. Now, a way a pattern is created within us is whenever you do something. Like, for instance, when you go on holiday, say, for instance, you're going on a holiday for the first time ever. You get on the plane, you've done that before. You know how to do the boarding tickets. You know how to do all the baggaging. You've done that before. But when you land into the new country, it's all new. Now, you might have a recognition, you might have past experience of grabbing a taxi, but the taxi stands are all different. They speak a different language. They react differently. Which side of the roads they drive on is absolutely different. Your mind is working at massive amount of speed to try and recognize, to create a pattern, because through the creation of patterns in our mind creates that feeling of security. And that is one of the human needs that everyone has. It's the feeling of security. So when you get to the hotel, it's the first time you've seen the hotel, you don't recognize it. Your mind is still trying to create or grab past experiences of hotels. If you've never experienced a hotel before, then it's going to be absolutely new, and your mind's going to be doing so many hundreds and hundreds of things, and you're going to be in awe. But if you've been to a hotel, a luxury hotel, a hotel on the sea, you've seen it before, so you're not enjoying it as much as someone else would be. And that's what happens when we start evaluating. So the process of creating patterns is a process of evaluations. Now, the way we evaluate things is linked directly to what the meanings we have, what files we have in our head. So the evaluation process is the crucial part of creating patterns, how you actually evaluate it. Everyone knows, everyone's heard, every action has a reaction. But that action that's created is always created by the evaluation that you've done of the situation. Your mind says, have I learnt this tool before? Have I ever done this advertising before? Have I ever done this sports before? When you become a parent, for the first time, you've never been a parent before. You've seen other people do it, so you have some kind of intellectual intelligence about the circumstances of taking care of children. However, you've never been emotionally involved in it. Once you're emotionally involved in it, your evaluation process comes into play. And through the valuations, the way you are evaluating it, you are going to have certain actions. You're either going to panic or you're going to buckle down and get things done. You're either going to fight or you're going to flight. But it's the evaluation process. But the evaluation, the way we evaluate any circumstances, any situation, is all directly linked back to our state of mind, how we're feeling, our feeling at the moment. If you're feeling really loving at the moment when your partner comes in through the door or a family member comes through the door, will you react differently than getting some bad news and you're angry and they walk through the door? The reaction is going to be completely different. The reason why the reaction is completely different is because the action, which is the evaluation process, is completely different because the state is completely different. So how can we use all of this? The way we can use this is to make sure our state, anything we're about to do, anything we're about to venture upon, if we're going to learn something new, if you're going to do squash for the first time, or you're going to do golf, or you're going to do martial arts, or you're going to do boxing for the first time, if you're going to start a business, you have to make sure your state of mind is at a peak state, at a powerful state. You need to be powerful. When a boxer or a fighter or an MMA fighter is about to enter a ring, he never walks in the ring with a slump and a hoop and a hoop. No, they walk in with the music blasting, with everyone cheering, them firing themselves up, them bouncing. They're getting themselves into state. Once they're inside the ring, everything they've trained over and over and over again, drilling 1,000 times, that's the pattern recognition that is created within them. So when the fight starts, they can recognize what's about to happen before it happens. And that's how a boxer can duck, dive, dodge, move, sweep. They know the recognition of patterns. Same is true for any sports star. Same is true for any investor. Same is true for any business person. They've been through the field. They've done it before, so their brain evaluates it in a completely different way. So failure is one of the keys for us to recognize patterns. We will fail the first time. That's given. But that's how you recognize what doesn't work. And that's where your mind, your brain says, let's put this in a file, because when I need it next time, I'll automatically evaluate it so quick and I'll take the right route or a different route. And if that doesn't work, it goes back into the file and says, that didn't work either, let's try something new. And that is a lag process, a lag time that's created to getting your success, to achieving anything you want to achieve. Once we know this, like from here now we know this, we can use this. We can know that every single time we feel overwhelmed because our mind is going into a spiral downwards, it's just lag time. We've just got a result that our brain can now file away saying, that didn't work, so I'm going to react faster. The action I'm going to take to create the reaction of success will not be this, it will be something else. The more you do of something, the more evaluation process, the more patterns that are created, the better you are at achieving. That's the reason why when someone's been in a company for a long time or doing a job for many, many years, they get the intellectual intelligence, they get the emotional intelligence, then they get the mastery, and they become the master at something. I hope this helped, guys. I hope you're getting this. If you got any questions, please do comment on below. If you do like this videos, please like it and share it. That's the only way I know that if these are helpful, is if you like, comment, or share. But guys, keep adding value to people's lives, keep spreading the love, and just remember, we are one idea away from changing the future. Take care, guys. Bye.